Good morning. Well, good evening. I just woke up. Okay. So, I was playing a little bit last night. I didn't really get too much done. I was mostly working on the layout for the natural gas plant. And we're going to use the power control station. That way we can also tune these up. We'll get 50% more power from them if there's a power control station in a 120 or lower sized room. So this was the layout I came up with to maximize the amount of natural gas generators I could put in there. Got the smart battery for automation, power control station fits snugly right there. We got venting because the gas pressure is going to get too high, as well as the polluted water. We got a way to get that out too. Which leaves me just enough space, and I actually forgot to put this in here. Joint plates, because we want heavy watt wire connected to these, so it's connected to the power spine. And luckily for me, I have these two tiles here. And then that spot can be airlocked or vacuumed out. What I'll do just to save myself the vacuuming later is I'll start by having the water lock before I'm even digging it out. Never mind, I can't do that. I just realized, because I already decided where I'm putting it, which is here. And unfortunately, this space is pretty much all open anyway, so I'm going to have to vacuum out regardless. I need joint plates for the battery. The battery is mostly just there for the automation. But it does need to be connected to the power spine, so it's sharing the same thirst for power. It needs to be connected to the other batteries, so it shares the same timing. So I'm going to have to put a joint plate there, but that's going to allow heat to leach through. Alright, well. At least we're starting from scratch here, so I need the tile removed. And it's gonna look like that's gonna be sticking up at the top though. It's not gonna be a good look. I could leave it on the right. So I already outlined where I want it. The door is going to be here. And then this little nub that I'm just now adding on. I don't think it'll mess with the walkway. I like my walkways to be lined up with other rooms, so that's why I'm a little worried about that being there. Anyway, connect it like this. That'll go out. That'll go out. That'll be vacuumed, so no heat transfer. And then I need this to be closed off. That'll be vacuumed, so no heat transfer. So initially, I need to have this plate here, but not have this one. That way this can be vacuumed out. Then put it in there, close it off, and same here. The outside one will be there first. This will not be until it's all vacuumed out, and then we'll place everything. Okay, I'm not really too worried about connecting it up past that, as long as this main thing is built. I can figure out how the wires and pipes and the vents go later. Right now, I've assigned them a lot to do. I'm also going to take the water from over here. I know it's a bit warm at like 95, but we're going to take it anyway. Initially, it's going to suck because we're going to inject a lot of heat in that pole. But once it's full, then I don't have to worry about it anymore, and I can have a very fast fish farm back, because we're not really farming fish too well nowadays. I'm taking out all these mirth leaves too, because they're just not surviving the cold. So it's just making the base look ugly. I'm also going to redesign the kitchen today. More so the mess table area is what I'm focused on. I am going to add a second level to it. Or I'm just going to combine these two. The ladder. Because looking at the size of the room, I can combine these two and it'll still be a gray hall. It won't go past the 120 size. I just need one tile in the corner there. I'm gonna go ahead and take the grills out too. This is gonna hurt me for a second, but I do want these to be rooms. So I gotta take these things out that are gonna block the doors I want to place in. Sick of this being a carbon trap, so I'm adding more mesh tile. And then the doors should fit right here, because I already looked at this last night and it seemed right. And this should be 120. And we're going to use cactuses temporarily until I can get the base cooling to be more consistent. I have to be very careful about how I take all this out. Plus we are using these generators at the moment. So yeah, it would have been easier just to put this somewhere new instead of someplace that currently exists and we're kind of using. But I don't like creating any more gaps and holes in the dirt than I need to. I'm on early, yeah. It's my day off, so I figured I'd just start streaming when I woke up. Slept in pretty good. I always tell myself I'm gonna get up when I see the sun. And then I just go right back to sleep because I see the sun. Because I was up earlier and I was like, nah, I don't need to deal with all that light. I get up when it's vampire hours. Oh, I also have them replacing a lot of insulated vent that we didn't need. I'll take the acorn, just in case I expand on pips later. Set that to open. It saves time. I don't know why I see a bunch of colonies divide their rooms up, right? And they leave the doors in, but they never set them to open. I don't know why more people don't do it. Because it does take them extra time to move between rooms. They constantly have to open them. Are you in-game yet? I think... I don't really consider it in-game until we're doing stuff out in space, which is probably the next thing we're going to do after I set up power. A permanent power system is what I'm setting up right now. This is 120. And we had to put a tile there to make that work. Let's see, what else did I assign them to do last night? We're adding a vent here. No, that's replacing the insulated vent. That's what we're doing. And I'm also setting up... There's another natural gas somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. I'm having them set this up too. Because once we get the power plant online, I'm sure we'll be able to accept this natural gas as well. Get my water lock in there. That way I don't have to worry about vacuuming it. I could just dig it out and it'd already be a vacuum. Hopefully once you dig that, you can get out. I don't know. Alright, good. Now we need some fluid over there. They didn't get that tile in yet. I need that tile in first. There's gas there. Hey, you guys not finished this room? Oh, the priority is a little low. Alright, let's fix that. How many deaths this run? I got 1 death. And their gravestone is in here with the crabs. That would be Catalina. She died pretty early on. We were setting up this cooling pool. Oh yeah, I'm also setting up automation here. I realized a lot of these were getting rotted away. Because the dupes were not... Like, the dupes don't have a way to bring them over here to where we're freezing the food. So I was like, okay, let me set up a fridge. I set up a fridge. They bring the pepper nuts to the fridge, so the auto sweeper grabs them, right? So, yeah, good so far. But once there's a fridge, I made the mistake of, like, enabling all edibles, and then they just started grabbing all of this here and putting it in the fridge, which was worse. Now... I say all this out loud, and as soon as I did, I realized I didn't have to set it to all edibles. So that's my bad. I guess I could have kept the fridge. But I would prefer that they don't need to come up here anyway. What is this dispenser for? I don't remember what this one was for. You can go ahead and get rid of it. Alright, now I don't like that This is sitting on the ground. Also need to get my grills back in here. I mean, I'll just put the one grill back in, 'cause that's all I can, like, fit right now. And get our sweeper back. It's not going to be able to see that loader anymore. Make sure that's lead. We can just put the loader here. Extendo. Patronum. Did they kill themselves or did you do it? It's a little bit of both. I mean, I assigned them the task to go out there where it was hot. So that's my fault. And then when they took enough damage to faint, they have the ability to pick up each other and take them to a triage cot to recover. Problem is, I didn't know that, and I didn't have a triage cot set down. So she just laid there and died. So it was a lack of knowledge. I didn't want him to die. Pretty sure she was one of my best units too. Alright, this will be set to everything that could be grilled. I might as well just be set to all edibles. Yeah, you never know what's gonna go up next to that grill, or they're gonna drop on the ground, or what's gonna end up in that pool. I also need to set up automation for the fish. When I get fish. I do want to move the gas range over to the left side. It would just look cleaner, but for right now, there's natural gas in it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's 10 kilograms of natural gas inside the grill itself. So if I break it, that's going to leach out. So I need to wait for them to, like, use it, and then I'll get rid of it. I could break a few tiles here just for both sweepers to share this one conveyor loader. Put a couple ladders there. I've tried airflow tiles and mesh tiles and glass. It doesn't work. It doesn't let the sweeper see through it. It's gonna have to be a couple of ladders. Loader should be set to an 8. Grill's set to 9. That way the loader loads the grill first and then loads the loader. Looks good. Oh, no, no, no. That was set to deconstruct all. That would have broke so many things. I just need to set the building. I'll try one tile and see if it'll be able to see it. So it needs to be able to see this tile right here. It doesn't, so I probably need to break another one. Now it seems to be wanting to do something here. Yep. Alright. Just needed that one extra tile. Now it sees it. But now I can't use a grill. Ah, it needs to be over here. It needs to be on the left. No. Can this be emptied? There's still three tiles over here, so it could be left. The sweeper could be over here on the right. Now, does this still contain natural gas? It still says there's 10 kilograms of natural gas in there. That's annoying. Okay, maybe I just replace that and let them use the natural gas first that's in there, and then I'll put the ladder back. How's it going down here? Going good. Alright, once we get that tile in, we'll be able to liquid lock that and then dig it out. I also need you guys to get up here. There's a few open spaces that's going to leak it to the vacuum if you don't get it. It says awaiting fuel. Oh, okay. It says there's no natural gas left in it, so I should be able to break this and nothing will leach up. I was about to say, I wish somebody would eat that before it went stale. Alright, good. No natural gas. And copper right here. And then our sweeper. If I put it here, I'm sure I just need one ladder to see that conveyor loader. Maybe even there is fine. I'll stick it there. For XCOM Direct Control, something you could do is use the chat for determine alien actions, and any alien not chatted about is skipped. Alien controlled per turn, per chat. Interesting idea. I don't know how to set it up though. I have to figure out how to get YouTube integration. Similar how Twitch has integration for some games. That sees the loaders, that's good. And then we can set this to cook again. Yeah, I want to see this colony get more stuffed berries. We have a lot of food, but a lot of it's mushroom wrap. 321,000 calories of mushroom wrap. Over 200,000 calories of lettuce. Barbecue's great at over 100,000. Stuffed berries only 37 though. And we'll just move this natural gas over here. That way I know what it is. So I'm holding natural gas in that tank. And back to what we're doing over here. So I have my liquid lock. So we should be okay to break through all of this, and it should remain a vacuum. Okay, I already set up. Yeah, I already set up my vent. Oh good, sorry, set the steel by default. Yeah, the gas comes out at 150C, so that's ideal. We use normal gas pipe because we actually don't want to lock that heat in and bring it to our tanks, because the tanks do overheat at 75. So as it's moving up here, the heat will leach from it. So it'll be a little cooler when it's stored. I don't know if I'm going to get the power plant done in time before these are all full, especially since I'm adding a third natural gas vent to it. Hopefully it's dormant. Maybe I should go ahead and get started trying to figure out the logistics here. Alright, well, we can start by keeping the water that's going to spill from here separated by putting tiles down there. And here we're going to kind of have the same issue, but they need access down here. Oh, they're using the right side. Actually, they don't need to go in here. This is the peanut room. It has no use right now. Start taking some of this out. I need to build access here, because this is how they're going to get in here from now on. And then the door goes there. I'm gonna have to get rid of all this and cut it off at some point. Should probably start by taking the vents out. I can make a new vent to at least drain that pipe and get rid of it later. I guess I send it over here. I assume that'll work. But cut the automation. Guess I have to take out the wires, huh? That way these things can go ahead and start, like, bleeding off all that power. Yeah, I know what you mean. Interesting. It's an interesting idea, for sure. I just don't think I'd have the patience for it. I like the X-play. I like the XCOM gameplay loop. I like the speed at which I play. If I slowed it down considerably for like chat input to control the aliens, then I might lose patience. Also remains to be seen how interesting that would be for people to watch. At least in a live state. Don't want this here. I think I'm okay to start taking these tiles out. It's always really tricky when you, like, if you're like me and you want to build your systems in already existing locations. It's a lot of cleanup. I like how that mess managed to find a way. Maybe there was some steam in there. But it managed to find its way over here, even though I expected it to drop down. Wonder if I can get them to mop all that. Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking here. This did not work. Automation, we haven't gotten in there yet. We take all this out. Now power. We can take that out and replace the wire behind it. You guys are gonna have trouble getting over here now. This is still gonna serve as our walkway, so I should probably not be getting rid of this. That's my bad. I should have kept that. I did account for this to be the top of the power plant already. Take the mushrooms. This one is done. These are also done. No more power in them. Get rid of them. Alright, some plumbing here we don't need. That was for grabbing oil. We don't need any of that anymore. Those tiles can go. And once again, set to deconstruct all, which is a problem because there's vents and stuff behind it. I guess there's not anything too important. Alright, some of this is important though. But all that can go. And then for wires. Oh, I'm gonna need this. I guess I don't need this wires, so it's okay if I want to break all that. Alright, plumbing, vents. Good so far. And my door. Actually, does it have an overheat temp? It does not have an overheat temp. Copper it is. Go ahead and take out this layer of dirt. And let's look at the blueprint. So I got it all set up here for reference. Now the problem with this reference is I built it flipped by mistake. So I was imagining it, I was working on it from left to right, not thinking that I was putting it over here. And I don't have a way to flip it, frustratingly enough. So just have to do this one part at a time. So the power control station, I don't see an overheat temp for it. That's the first thing in the room next to the door. So we go here. Which means I do need these mesh tiles out. And then we got some mesh tile, gas, and then our joint plate lock. It should probably be made out of steel just for safety. And our joint plate lock. Now this pipe right here. This do be in my way a little bit. Then our plate lock is 1, 2, it's 3 by 3. Yes, it is. Wait, hold on, it's a 3 by 3, but it's sitting under the door. Okay. Kind of like that. And then underneath and at the bottom. So here and here. And so that's that part done. Oh yeah, can't forget the pump. Pump and hydro sensor. That's in the way. And steel for safety. Automation for the hydro sensor. Go ahead and set up the hook up there. I know I'm doing an Atmo. Where's the Atmo sitting? Okay, sitting on the inside. And then extendo wall. A little bit of cleanup we're gonna have to do in here. So I need those tiles to go. Along with those, let that water get out of here. And after that, I think it's just the ladder. Ladder going down until it hits the pump. Wait, hold on. Is that sharing the same wall as the plate lock? It is. Is it really just like 3 tiles a ladder? No, it goes down the plate lock. Something seems wrong here. Yeah, this is wrong. This needs to be down 1. It stops on the ceiling above the pump, so like here. It's like 4 tiles a ladder. And it's also gonna go up 4 tiles. Mesh tiles lined up with the gas pump though seems wrong. It's supposed to be just 1 below. So like this. Camille is stuck. Please unstuck Camille. Got quite the mess to clean up. It's supposed to be 17 by 16. I think something is wrong here. Oh no, that includes this. Yeah, okay. Alright, so far so good. And then the floor for the station goes here. Actually, I think I'm using some of that space. No, it's unused space. Okay. Give them some more access to work in here. Oh no, I was so worried that was going to happen. This thing came back on, this pump's destroyed. We didn't replace the vents in time. That sucks. And we'll deal with it later. So it's a, what, a one tile space? No, it's a two tile space in there. Yeah, they can walk through here if they need to. Alright, so we got the battery area, which is 5 by 5. We also need to grab the main power wire too. Seems like it'd be easier to flip the battery with where the gas pump is. Makes sense to me. Might be a little awkward with the joint plate location. I don't think it'd be awkward though. I think it'd be fine. Does mess with our walkway actually, which I was trying to avoid. And then we do want to vacuum this, or have it be a vacuum. That way there's no heat transfer. I can put it here or here. Let's stick it there. Could also put it at the bottom. If I put it at the bottom, that makes more sense. Well, let's close this up. Start taking some of these ladders out. There's only 3 tall. Steel? Yeah, steel is ideal. I got 1, 2. So I think I had it set like that, 2 at the top, and then 3 on the other floors. 1, 2, and 3. And that's all my steel gone. That was quick. I'm happy cancel that. Not sure that's where I want the battery yet. You know what? I think I like the pump here more. Yeah, don't forget you need mesh here too. All that polluted water, it's going to be seeping from them. Oh, right. I don't have the steel. Ah, shit. Yeah, I need to not add more until I get some steel here. Alright, how's this look over here? Vacuumed? Okay, they've been slowly digging through it. I need power. Ah, shit. Alright, I got this wire right here. Oh, I got lost. Where is it? I think it's over here. I haven't even finished that. Okay, that's power. And they gotta finish this a little bit so it can vent. They gotta vacuum. And it'll be good to go. This should already be sent to the correct tank here. Yeah. I don't know why that's there anymore. So wait, no more steel. I guess I can queue some up. Might be out of iron though. Yeah, we're out of iron. We have to go find some. Carbon and lime's not a problem. It's just iron we gotta go find. Where do we find that again? Got copper there, gold there, iron here. Okay, so Draco areas. I'm wondering if I already have some carved out. I don't want to carve out a new area. Yeah, I already have some here. Apparently they can't get over here. I wonder why. They've been down here before. Oh, okay, never mind. Just took a moment for the game to update, but it is reachable. Oh, it's because they're working on this, that's why. That makes sense. Right. And open that out so it's easier to vacuum later. Actually, I'm wondering if I even want this here. I could just have it at the bottom. Gotta put a joint plate. I could put this over a ladder, right? Yeah, I should just have it here then. And then have the battery there. And this little room could be a vacuum. I will close this back up because this part doesn't really matter. Well, I'll vacuum it out, so I'll close it later. That's right. That gas pump's going to turn on. And if there's any gases I don't want, it's going to start bringing it in. I know it's a vacuum. No, it's fine. It shouldn't bring any initial gases that I don't want. Because there's no gases in there. I know this. I am a professional. So I want to go ahead and close this up so I can get the size of this room. It's still connected to the outside. Go ahead. Go ahead and send this mess of vents over there. Maybe around the backside's easier. Yeah, we'll do it around the backside. And then the output, which is carbon, wants to be connected to that line. It doesn't spit out that much gas, so you can combine all of them, and it'll be fine. Just think about where I want it to meet up. Yeah, I don't see any issues with that. This man's about to be stuck in here. Nicola, I need you to move. Apparently this is still open to the outside. Somehow. Oh, this tile. Oh my god, that was set to 1. Alright, it's 137. So we need to take out 17 tiles. That will not be difficult because I accounted for this, so the battery will be closed up and the liquid pump will be closed up. Now the liquid pump is already closed up. I guess the gas pump needs to be. So next to the Atmos sensor. That's going to take out 12 tiles. So I still need to take out 5 more tiles. Which I could easily do here. Actually, I don't even need this battery because we're putting it at the bottom now. So this will work. But for right now, I still need to vacuum everything out. So I'll leave these little gaps open. This gap can also be closed to save on space as well. You go ahead and set up your power all the way through. One, two, three. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3. That's where the other natural gas will be. Alright, that's power, vents, plumbing. Yes, plumbing is gonna be super simple. We're just gonna take a pipe and send it directly to space along with the vent. We're gonna do that too. Now I do have this one go into space. It's going to be a bit of a trip getting it over there. Or I could make a new line to the top. I think it'll be faster just to use an existing line to get all the stuff out instead of making a new one. Alright, this part's a little awkward. Yeah, this is gonna be a little rough going here. I could take this existing vent, hook it up to that, get rid of that vent. And I still need to get this over here somehow. I gotta bridge some more. Yeah, we're just gonna have to bridge. What is the flow for here? Alright, so this is going down. So like that. And then this pipe, well, this pipe goes up. So like that. So that'll take care of getting rid of all the gases. Now for the liquids. And liquid could basically ride the same line. This is where it gets a little awkward. What is this line doing? It's bringing water in. So I don't mind bridging that. Well, the easiest thing would be to actually take it over here. Except for when it gets this spot, it's a little awkward again. I guess I don't mind it exposing itself. Sure. All right. Still waiting on this one. That's okay, though. I think maybe I go ahead and throw power on this door so it's faster. I want him to go ahead and get this pump doing its vacuum thing. I never addressed this. I think I was looking at the wrong pipe when I put these bridges in. Wow. It was so good. So good, this game. And then this one is going, wait, what is this for again? It's for my natural? Yeah, that's going that way. And then what's this insulated pipe doing? Ah, that's right. That's backwards. I just wait on them to get finished. They got plenty to do for a while. This could be in a better spot. I think power is occasionally going out. Oh, wait a minute. Atmosphere? Where's all this no, 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 not the spam again. Not the spam. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, it was bound to happen because we basically cut off our power for a little bit. It was bound to happen. Damn it. I need to cut this stuff off. Deal with it later, but we should have O2 for a little while. Alright, now set the gens back to 9. Well, I finally get a directlet. Not that I'm too worried about it. Fiber is not something we're ever short on. We got the fiber farm for that. Yeah, we don't need that many. Keep the power up. That's not even half the colony. Alright, one more person on a wheel and that would be half the colony. You want so badly like the game as too much micro? Yeah, it is a lot of micro. It's taken me a while to get into it. I've always loved it though. And then the micro would always push me away from it whenever I enter the mid game. So I think that's what really changed with me about this colony is that I kind of got over the micro thing. I still get frustrated at it constantly. But then I get something finished and I get to look at it and be like, yeah, I made that. I put that together. Sick. That's why my colonies back in the day would usually not go too far after 100 cycles. I just get frustrated. Against the Storm is your colony builder? I didn't really have one before this one, because generally the micromanaging is what always, like, put me off. But I think for me, Colony Simulator kind of needs the micromanaging. That way it feels a little more personal and it's a lot less detached. Because if not, it sometimes feels too much like a God Simulator. I'm not really a fan of Sims or simulation games like that. Where like at a click of a button, I just make a hospital. Like city skylines and stuff like that. Yeah, on the grander scale, I've never really been too attached to those games. Tycoon games. And I guess Civ style games too. And a little too detached for me. I'm sorry, these are just like operating and I did not think about that. Fuck. I need automation on these things. I messed up. I completely forgot that these were just gonna turn on. Well, it should be, you know, getting the power from that instead of just letting it bleed out. That sucks. Now I'm gonna have to clean it up in here. Alright, well, shut it down for now. How am I getting this over here? I guess for right now, it's just gonna have to look ugly. Damn it. Let me just make sure it's not gonna do anything here. Okay, I need to cut the vents. I understand now. But he does not understand. We need to be able to get in there so we can clean that up. Don't like games without combat? Yeah, I know what you mean. For the most part, I'm the same way. Oxygen is one of the very few exceptions. This eventually will be closed off. Right now it needs to be open so we can clean it up in here. Why am I worried about vacuuming it out so bad if it's just going to be filled with polluted O2? That's a good point. That's a damn good point, me. Why am I so concerned with vacuuming out if it's just gonna fill itself with polluted O2? Yeah, every game is better with a little bit of combat. This wire is getting overloaded. Not enough to be a problem, so we're just gonna let it rip. That's a very good point. Sometimes I think it's like sometimes it sounds like a kind of like a fantasy to be like a gamer dad, right? But you also have to remember that the rage comes with it. You don't want to be a dad that's mad when he comes out of his room and play with his kid. You might not think you will be, but you know, give it a few years, you'll start getting more comfortable with being a dickhead around your kids, the more comfortable you are with allowing yourself to rage at games. So avoiding them is probably best. It's always nice to have a game like that. This is not that game. It really isn't. That's okay. I'm a party of one over here, so I don't have to worry about taking out anyone yet. Okay, so because, you know what? I think we cut this back on. Yeah, we cut this back on. Because we're not getting O2 to the suits, which means they're going to stop having the O2 to work in that area. And the materials overlay, the lie detector determined that's safe. Okay. It is balanced, as all things should be in there, so I'm not worried. Guess you guys can go ahead and sweep that. Did you ever get steel? That way we could put down the other ones? No, we're still waiting on it. I'm pretty sure I sent them to grab some iron. I did, but they can't get to it because they haven't finished this. Priority 5. That's why. So is this pretty much done? So if above 500 kilograms. Actually, how much does the pump take? Why is it it's made out of fucking aluminum, dude. I'm out of steel. Oh my god. My god. Disable the auto repair. That one's steel. That one's good. What is the point of having this joint plate here? There is no point. Alright, is anyone on steel? Nope, still need the iron. Alright. Iron, iron, iron. Okay, you're actually over here doing things. Thank God. Which means eventually you'll get the iron I need. It's a long trip for it. A lot over here to grab. Is there any more easy iron anywhere? This is the biome you want to see for that. And a few pieces here and there. Yeah, I know about the pop, dude. Is the vent good on it? It is. We could go ahead and repair that. I need to feed my guys. Tried Factorio. Didn't click with you. The Factorio is the one that got brought up a lot about me trying. But I don't know, Factorio is more like, I like ideas of Factorio more than I like actually going through the process of it. I like to see other people do it. I like to see other people explain how it all works and see their builds and stuff like that. Okay, just looking at a few things, see if there's anything else to troubleshoot. I don't think so, using this as a reference. Pretty much used it one for one. We changed some locations around to make it work. That's pretty much what we got here. This is 158. And then we take those 30 tiles out. That'll be 128. So I still need to take out 8 tiles, which I can easily do by closing this up. And then the other natural gas would be able to fit. Let's make sure. Yes, okay. All right, good. And we can connect that back up so we can like use it. So you can actually get more work done and not be on the wheel the whole time. And we're taking that from this line. Okay. Good. Now the vent is this vent set up? Well, regardless of whether it is or not, we're just gonna send it here. How much gas pump? Oh, how much gas can you pump? 500? Okay. We'll set to... you know what? 1,000 grams is fine. Brother, highlight. Enter. Alright, good. Can't reach that. That's why we follow the line. Just popping to say hello. I don't know what's going on, but it looks efficient. Thank you. Playing action not included. It's Colony Simulator. I feel like you've been here before, though. Well, I played this. Definitely been a lot more added since you were last here. What's going on here? Some of the hydrogen's been getting in here because the system got messed up because we stopped generating power. That should not be a problem now. Is automation setup. Automation for this. How much can this pump again? 10 kilograms. Sorry. Yeah, 10 kilograms. So we'll set to 10 then. That way, it's always pulling out the maximum instead of just pulling out grams and wasting a bunch of power to do that. What is this joint plate doing here? Oh. Yeah, it makes sense. All right, it's just going to have to look ugly for a minute. You guys... I think they can't get in here. I think that's the problem. But why? It's this tile. Oh. That makes sense. I've been wanting to steal that natural gas for a long time. Oh, I am keeping track of steel. Is someone making steel for me? The priority is set high. Actually, is that already enough to replace this? It is. Oh, let's go. Get it in there. Now we just gotta wait on more to add more natural gas gens in here. And then this will be complete. As she can clean up a little bit. This random puffed. Hey, get that guy. He made it out of his enclosure. Oh, that was rough. It's always easier just to start an empty space or just, you know, start a space like this. Instead of how I actually ended up doing it. But I wanted to recycle the space that wasn't being used for anything else. And me personally, I don't like dotting systems all around the world. I like keeping everything pretty centralized. Saves on commute time too. I haven't done a skill check in a while. Still working on Lindsay. She wants to go into plumbing. You can grab carrying. You like cooking too. And I would like another electrical engineer. Lindsay, I'm going to give you the newbie hat. That way I know that I'm still putting points on you. Alright, you'll go into plumbing. You're pretty valuable. I don't know if I want to go ahead and get the carrying. You know what? Cooking is not a concern. More electrical engineering is. We get cooking later. I got enough cooks and I got enough food. About to hit 1,000,000 calories for the first time ever. Make sure we're following this liquid pipe so they can't reach that, so. That was a mistake. So far, it seems they were able to get the rest of it. And then for the venting, I don't like that we're sending a bunch of O2 out. Oh, it's coming from here. That's okay. If it wants to take it from there, it's fine. As long as it's not taking it from the base, which I thought was happening. This is sketchy. Oh, there's hydrogen. Why is there hydrogen, man? Is that just a holdover from when the system was failing? I think it may have been. Because I'm not seeing any new hydrogen being moved in. I think this is the old. And that sucks. Alright, so you guys are just gonna have to do a little bit of repairs. Spicy tofu. Gonna be closer to that 1,000,000 mark. Right, that's what I got this set up for. So all the edibles. That'll grab it. That'll send it here. That'll grab it. Send it to storage. There it is. Spicy tofu. Just in case I print anything over there and I don't have a way to move it, I need that sweeper there. Yes, yes. Get that pump. Alright, how did Firaxis much say how did Firaxis much such a near perfect game and then add the lost? I wonder that every day. Yeah. She meant make, my bad. Should have just read it the correct way as intended. I think it was more like a content filler. That's what I feel like zombies are in any game. They're just a content filler. We need to make sure the game feels like it has more in it. Just throw some variant of zombies in there. It didn't need it. There was more than enough. Workshop saved the day, right? And not only do you have like a perfect game, you got such a huge modding community behind it. And the pump's destroyed. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do about that. It's just going to keep getting destroyed, isn't it? The problem is there's now too much temp in here, and it can't... The pump can't keep up with keeping the gas out. So I think I just have to wait till this goes dormant, which is 55 cycles. Alright. That's a lot of carbon we're not taking advantage of, though. Yeah, kind of blows. You guys got some more steel for me? Hell no. Well, I think I can... I don't need that as a reference anymore. Are you serious? Okay. I didn't know this, but the materials were being reserved because I had this blueprint down. I actually have plenty of steel. That's infuriating. Okay. Ah, what? I didn't think about that. Oh yeah, the same problem here too. True. I guess I'm just putting more joint plates down. I can't place this one. Or that one, because these wires have to go. That one. Set to wire that one. And then this one. And that's the wrong plate anyway. He is so quick with it. I need a plate there because I need this to be closed off from the rest of the space so that only this space is considered a room. And I don't go over the maximum. Yeah, I can't forgive it. I can't forgive the, hey, we had 1,000,000 calories. I can't forgive all the stupid lost cutscenes. That's why we mod them bitches out. This is now considered a power station. And ended up with 115. That's exactly how I drew it up. That's good. That's gonna vent all the gas. That's gonna take out all the water, so there's no pressure issue. The heat, I'm not so sure how that's gonna go. I can't imagine much heat will stay in here as long as we're venting out the gases and liquids. Because those are going to leach heat, and then we're going to take those and send those to space. Which, by the way... Did we ever finish that? Yeah, all that vent is done. All that vent is done. So now I can set this. Produces a microchip to increase power output of generators. Assigned duplicates must possess the tune-up trait. Only one duplicate may be assigned to a station at a time. 5 kilograms per use. Engine tune-up, improved buildings include the natural gas generator. So that'll work here. Here's the thing though. If I set him to make microchips, does he just make them indefinitely? Or does he just make enough for the generators? Because we have plenty of gold, but I don't want him indefinitely making microchips. It won't be necessary. Alright, he delivered gold, so someone's about to get in here and do some work. Oh yeah, we gotta set up the stuff to those too. What is this doing? Hold on. Hold on, my brain hurty. Let me think. Carbon. Okay. But this is not connected to carbon. That's got to be fixed. This is for the gases we don't want. And then that goes up and leaves the colony. He's making microchips. That's kind of a slow process. But the microchip lasts for 3 cycles. So he builds a microchip. I don't know if it works for the whole station or just one building. Alright, so there's a microchip sitting there. I assume that's awaiting delivery to one of these. Okay. Nope. You just making more. Okay. Is that what the priority is for? I always wondered why some of these buildings had a priority on them. Maybe the microchip is why. So this one's operating. I didn't set up the automation to all these, to be fair. I gotta fix that right meow. And that's it. I never set this either, so I want this to be good old 95-20 is fine. I want to watch her put a microchip in. No, what are you doing? Put it in. Alright, let's look at the tune-up skill. So electrical engineering is tune-up. Oh, you actually have a skill point to go into that. Oh, nice. That's convenient. It gives us another one to do that task. Oh. Nice. Okay. Now we get 1200 watts. So it's 50% more wattage. Sick. Yeah, had him spawn in a crate, so I had to do Overwatch to get him out. I was out of grenades, took 48 turns, and then 12 lost killed. I had that problem with normal enemies as well, just like Advent spawning in a crate on the lost maps. I don't think I've had the lost get spawned in there, but I have seen on more than one occasion an Advent pod. And I had zero way to get them out, so I had to use a console command to like TP somebody in there. Or I think I had to like TP the pod out somehow. I think you guys can relax on doing the wheel thing. It's too bad I set it to priority 1. It doesn't matter. Pretty much when they start, they don't stop until they have to like go to the bathroom or something. And then they'll treat it as a priority 1. I don't like that they're huffing and puffing. And it's because we're not generating enough O2. Do I have algae? I have 0 algae. I think temporarily we gotta turn the algae. Turn that back on. Because the system is not keeping up with us and the suits. Now once the suits are full though, more O2 will start coming into the base, but for right now it's not so great. So let's look for some pockets of algae. Any easy pockets of algae? There's a little bit there. I wish I had some more. There's a little bit here. These are pretty easy to get to. Oh, let's go. That's what you want to see right there. That's gonna hold us over. There's some over here too they can get to. I guess you can go ahead and get the slime too. We like slime. You guys could take out like this whole part. I don't think anyone can get stuck there. Okay, are these hooked up? They're set to 9, so they will be used as soon as the algae gets brought in. And then the temps. Temps are good. Not so good here, but we expect that. Oh. I don't have any fish anymore. That sucks. Well, when you work on one system, you ignore another one. It's generally how it's gone. Oh, I'm loving this, man. I love when it's all operating at the same time. And checking the temps in here. That's not bad at all. So I don't expect this to overheat ever. I don't expect to have any issues with this. This is like the next thing I need to address. And then, do we have natural gas coming from this? Brother, I hate sand. Oh my god. Alright, the algae's on. Good, that'll hold us over. Alright, let's see about that hydrogen that got in here. So it wasn't actually much, and most of it's actually up here. It's kind of hard to tell with the drywall, but that purple tent, yeah, that's ruining the cactus here. Keeping it from growing. Temps here are bad because I've been bringing in hot materials without thinking about it. The temps are great. I just wish the mirth leaf, which is a nicer looking plant, I wish the mirth leaf could actually survive colder temps, because they always die when I have them over here. It gets too cold. Oh, big shocker. There's another gas in here, even though this should have been the easiest vacuum of my life. I guess there was some chlorine because of the bleach stone. That's annoying. That's very annoying. That's so annoying. I did not account for bleach stone. Okay. So what I'll need to do temporarily. I need a filter. I guess I cut too much pipe. Try this again. I need a filter. Are those the only two gases in here? Chlorine and natural. Alright. So, chlorine. And then the rest of it goes out. And the wire's already there. Alright, perfect. That was a quick solution. Oh, some easy algae over here and slime if you want to grab that. I might as well just to have it. I did purposely wait until that power plant was on before we decided to add this to the system. So we should be able to handle this. This is going to be chlorine. And then once the chlorine's out, then we're not going to need the filter anymore. And go ahead and take that out because there's no reason to spend the extra power to filter if we don't need to. I could add a nice little walkway here. Or we could just stay a ladder because I don't care. I need things working before things are allowed to look nice. And O2's getting fixed. Natural gas, about to get more. We might need more storage. This is already an insane amount of storage. But this is from 2 vents. I'm about to add a 3rd one. I think the ironic issue that I have with this colony is that I don't spend enough power. Which is a great problem to have. But it means these are going to get backed up at some point. We're missing out on taking advantage of some of the gas. They should never have to use the wheels ever again. This is going to be great. What are we waiting on here? Oh, you don't have power to this. Why are you disinfecting? Why? How do I disable? Let's turn off disinfect. These are like tiles, so they treat it like it's part of the base, and they start disinfecting them. I don't know how long have they been doing that. That's an incredible waste of time. There's no way we fight the germs in here. Oh, that's looking good. I guess my fish just overheated. No, that's not true. The one fish that I had in here is able to handle these temps. I think they just died of old age without laying an egg for me. That sucks. I guess I should have injected cooling in here. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I guess I could still do that. It's not gonna be pretty, and I don't need it to be. Do I need to use the bridges? Feels kind of unnecessary. I'm going to anyway. This one's a little awkward. Maybe I can just take it there, and then I can go back in here. Yeah, that'll work. This is very temporary. Once this is full, I will not need to worry about cooling this down ever again. You guys would probably need help reach some of this. I want to get fish back in here. So power handled, O2 handled. Hopefully. No issues with food. Oh, there we go. Vent's working. And the chlorine's already been filtered out. So we can replace this. Get rid of that filter there. I'm not insulating this. That's perfectly fine. Fertilizer? We don't use fertilizer. This doesn't off gas, does it? I don't know if fertilizer off gases. Okay, it looks like it's not. Hurry up. Hurry up. Nice. Ah, yeah. Just a crab. So we can set this up to be a little more organized, probably. Or I could just leave it. So right now, what's happening? All three natural gas geysers are entering here, then there, then here, then up, then across again, down, just following it. And then that's going back in there, which I don't need. So that can be cut. This can be cut. This is a freaking mess. Alright, so now it's going left, right? It's going here, and then there. And here. And it ends here. Okay. Because I want the last tank. Obviously, you want the last tank to be the one to feed into it. So this is tank 1, and this is the last tank that all the gas goes into. So once this line starts filling up to the top, that's when I know I have a problem. I'm about to get backed up on gas. And I should probably add more things to power. A lot of pipe we can get rid of now. I can leave this as it is for now and clean it up later if I feel like it, but it doesn't need to be cleaned up. This is all working properly. Alright, drop a save here, it's huge. That was the big thing I was gonna get done today, was addressing this, and it is done. Now I need something else to do. I can clean that up. I put metal tiles here. How's the temps here? Holding. They're holding. I got cooling. Still kind of working on this. It's unreachable. Oh my god, there's a fish. We're not extinct yet. They live. They cannot get... Alright, I'm taking these pumps out. Oh, we don't want that. That's inefficient. This one's not even moving. Oh, because yeah, that pipe's not done. But that'll have to be cut there. So the last thing this cooling hits is the hottest part before it goes back to the aqua tuner, which will actually make the aqua tuners work harder, which will consume more power, which we kind of need right now. So we can use up all that gas. Yeah, you guys feel toasty when you're in here, which tells me that's too hot. $50C. That's what you want to avoid. And it's getting close to $50C. It's above 50C in some spots. It's because I'm taking hot water from this. That's why. Alright, we got movement. I might keep this as a permanent part of base cooling. Keep these lines here. I think I will do that. This will slowly chill. I want to see this go down by 0.1. The temp's not moving at all. I'm also injecting heat and fighting it off, so it might be equilibrium here. As long as I have this one fish, be okay. What I can do in the meantime is set up a fish feeder there. That way it lays more eggs. Feeding the fish with a fish feeder will give the fish the tame status. Whenever you guys want to work on that. I know you guys like farming, but you guys don't need to farm anymore. I just had it on initially. That way we could get like an influx of calories. But now we can let that food fall on its own. I never looked at this and set this up. That's my bad. I was working on other things. That's disabled. I think currently... I'll leave it disabled, I think. So this is going to be set to the pinch of pepper nut. Make sure the sweepers see it. And then I'll need to plant a few more here. And this is the pepper nut farm. The pepper nut farm. Pepper nut farm remembers. That will go over here. That'll get picked up. Make sure pepper nut's set. It's not. That's crazy. That's crazy that pepper nut wasn't set. It's because it's not an edible. It's a cooking ingredient. Damn, I did not think about that. What about medicine? It's like a set medicine, so it's somewhere. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and harvest this initially. Because we use pepper nuts for stuffed berries, so I want to go ahead and have an influx of those in there. Follow that conveyor rail, make sure it's all going well. Every time I look at conveyor rails and see things moving, I always think of like an industrial track from an RPG game. Am I the only one that does that? Alright, good. And we'll disable it. Alright, it's pepper nuts handled. Puffs, chlorine. This is getting backed up. Bleach stone, no shortage of that. No shortage of lettuce. Something's trapped. Abe. What did you do, Abe? Why would you wait till now to show me that message? Look how little O2 this man has. I hope that's not his O2 and that's the suit. Okay, that's the suit O2. I thought he was dead. He could have been. Alright, so that was the only way I could tell that that dupe was trapped. Was the trap status. And it waited until his suit was almost out of O2 to tell me that. That's concerning. Oh, this chlorine getting backed up kind of makes me want to set up squeaky posts again. I shouldn't do it. I already know it's a bad idea. Squeaky puffs suck. The squeaky puff can... I was also thinking about moving the puff ranching station underneath the mushrooms, since that's where we're getting our slime, our renewable slime. So might as well like have that close to the mushrooms as opposed to the other side of the base where it's got to travel a conveyor rail. How is the conveyor rail for that anyway? Actually, I don't think I even have this set to slime. About this one. That one's not set to slime either. That's sending food out. This was sending bleach stone. Oh, it's still sending bleach stone because I have the hopper here. So I could set up automation for slime as well, but then I would have to drag a rail all the way over here to the mushrooms. And I should just put the station there for the puffs. And then make this another chlorine area. I only dread doing it because it's not that important. It's more of an efficiency thing. So I kind of don't want to do it. This thing's still operating. I'm going to turn these off. Because these things are for emergencies, and this is no longer an emergency. So we should hold on to the algae we currently have. I could address the Dreco Ranch. So let's take accounts. Dreco Ranch could be improved. Puffed Ranch could be improved. Aside from that, some cleanup is all I can think of to do at the moment. There's no system I can think of adding in. Definitely need to add the food here. You can have mealwood and blossom and mushrooms. Oh my god. It's right underneath the 95C vent, so it's getting cooked. Can this be made out of steel? I know, it's dumb. It's dumb. Make this out of steel, but this is temporary anyway, so I'm just gonna do that. Stress is high. Oh, it's because Abe was having a bad time being trapped earlier, that's why. My man's up there getting a massage. Come on, guys, get the fish feeder. So we got our Great Hall, we got our massage clinic. Some people say massage clinic is a scam. Because what you can do when dupes are too stressed is you could just set them on a sleep-only schedule. And that will reduce stress significantly. You just have them sleep all day. But the problem is that requires input from the player. Massage table does not. I don't want to have to do that every time. Just switch the schedule whenever somebody's stressed. Maybe early on in the playthrough, that's fine. You're doing a lot of things manually anyway. Right now, I'm not going to do all that. Am I happy with the kitchen? I think I am. If I want to make an official kitchen room, it'll just be for the spice grinder use. It doesn't add any other bonuses besides letting you use that machine. And I don't really care to use a spice grinder. The buffs you get from them are pretty minor. Need to set natural gas to be set here. That way we have a constant flow of it to the gas range. Now, pulling that line isn't going to be too complicated. Is this dormant? No, it's on. We can just pull it from those two. I'm dumb. That's the output. Which means I can finally get rid of that. The temps in here are still holding up pretty well. It is a little warmer in here than the outside, which is a little cause for concern. It might be a long-term issue. But if we have to... Oh, so that's what it looks like with the microchip on it. It's got that little nub. So how much is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000. 9,000. 9,600 watts. We could pull the power spine away from this and kind of pull it into this area. That's a lot of wattage. they're still on the wheels despite it being P1 because I don't have anything else for them to do. Yeah, it is over 9,000. Alright, set the seeds. Blossom, I guess, yeah, you can have the peppernut seeds too. Thimbleweed seeds. The thimbleweed seeds. You can have all of them, really. Balm lily, we're not growing. The only two things I'm not growing are the balm lily and the salt vine. I was thinking about doing the salt vine. Alright. And then that fish is really tiny. I need you to come up here. Maybe we have to wait till it's adult form. But it'll eat from that and get tamed that way. Alright, let's set that back to 9. Let's see. Toasty surroundings. Okay. All right. It is a little toasty here. Jesus. Okay. This isn't too hot, man. This ain't too great. I can't figure out what's happening here. I don't know why there's so much heat leaching in this particular area. What do we do? What do we do? Well, we need to add more cooling since we did extend the line. So we're going to add it there. And then we can bridge and add it here as well. Yeah, this part makes sense because I have added this loop without adding any more coolant to it. So this was already kind of thinned out. Wait till this one's full. Something's overheated. Oh, that's allowed to break. That's perfectly fine. That's why I put that pump in there. And this is probably fine. This thing still needs to like split and then combine back here. So there, I can't put too much water in it. I need this to constantly flow, and it looks like it's doing that. Now this is stopped up because there's too much. So we'll need to drain this until it starts flowing again. See if that's enough. Nope, too slow. Try again. Okay. There's still a hiccup in the system. Now we're good. Okay, more coolant means more heat transfer. I can also just, shut this off temporarily. So we're just taking water from that source and that's it. So this doesn't block any other water source. We're still getting our other water from this side. This is the desalinated. Yeah, this is the desalinated water. Take the copper. Ugh. Man, it's bad. I mean, even the water that we're bringing back in here is really hot. Yeah, I'm cooking us a little bit. That's my bad. All right, you're an adult. Go snack. Go snack on them seeds over there. Let's see if we can find some more fish. I can't remember the last time I saw a fish out in the wild, though. Might not be any. Plenty of crabs, though. I can't get rid of the crabs. They're hardy. There's hope. There's one fish. Oh, there's one right there in that little aquarium. Now that is going to be a little bit toasty for him, but it's not. It shouldn't kill him. There's a very tiny one here. These guys are hard to see. Actually, a little more than... Oh, there's actually some easy ones to grab, too. Yeah, because we got some here. I wish there was an easier way to move these guys. Because it doesn't let me wrangle them. Now, the dispenser... We can set that to Paku eggs. That'll save me time. Alright, gotten lost. Oh, it's over here. Sleep that egg. There's a snazzy suit. 2 of them in here. Now, if I ever lose these fish, then I don't know what to do, because this might be all the fish we have. You get to this one pretty easily. You can already get to those. This one's going to take some work. Drop a ladder to it. Oh my god, there's one right here. Just stuck in that little nook. I guess I should check out the salt water too. I think that's it. And then addressing this mess right here. It is currently idle. So if we're quick about this, we get this back on. Oh no, it's coming back on and the pump's not on. No, dude. Ah. Damn it, I tried. That's so annoying. It took so long to get over here and repair it. I have them doing so much other stuff. Yeah, I didn't think this would end up getting as bad as it did with the cooling here. I thought we could handle that water better. So as it stands, it's just bringing the temp down from mid-40s to low 30s. And then when those low 30s come back, it's going to take a while for it to cool. It's a long loop. Okay, Bubbles. I wish I didn't have to click through this. It takes a while. I need to check out Bubbles here. She has stress. Sopping wet. I was about to say, somehow Bubbles got wet, so there's got to be a spill somewhere. Getting wet when you're in the suit doesn't count. Heck yeah, I got some fish. Now, what are your temperature range? 0 to 60 for comfort, but livable is up to 100. So there's no way you die in this temp. And I don't even think it's going to get hot enough for it to be uncomfortable. Because we turned this off, so this will cool down. There's still 3 more fish that have not been grabbed yet. This is one of them. And if you want, we can go ahead and grab this crab. Throw him in here. How's the temps been here? Oh yeah, the temps in here are great. It's too bad I can't get this line over here without it conflicting. There appears to be somebody stuck in one of these tiles. I just saw a message about someone being hot. There it is. There's a hatch in here. Make sure these are set. Okay, this should be grabbing an egg right now. It is. These are currently not set. Oh wait, it's set to 0? It doesn't matter, there's no auto sweeper. So these guys are just existing. I'm not taking eggs from them. I guess I don't need to, it doesn't really matter that much, but I'm not growing their scales back, so I'm not getting much plastic from them, if at all. I could address just setting up the hydrogen in here. That way I can get renewable plastic. Not renewable, but sustainable plastic. But not worry about taking the eggs from them, because that doesn't really matter. I got plenty of hatches for eggs. This can just be a plastic ranch. I can take the hydrogen from... that line's not being used for anything. I guess I can take it from there then. Okay, it looks like I've already messed with this in the past, so there's already some quick hookups for me. Wait, that's natural gas. I guess I could take it from here, but it should use the bridge first, I think. So actually, I think I need to do that. Cut that. Let that hydrogen flow in here. This one is going to nothing right now. So actually, I wouldn't mind getting this hydrogen back. That way we get this line out of here. Oh, wait. Cancel the deconstruct, actually. We're fine. And I'll let that hydrogen fill up till about where this pipe is. I was about to say, without a liquid log, this could potentially be an issue, but I do already have liquid logs here, so I already accounted for that. Thank you, past me, for going ahead and putting the liquid logs there. So this isn't going to be as much trouble as I thought it would be. Especially now that I'm not worried about ranching them for the eggs. So then, do I need this automation at all? I do not. Because that automation was just for grabbing eggs. I would like the loaders though to still move the plastic, but if they want to come in here and pick it up, that works too. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I'm getting tired of it being cooked in here. I'm still wondering when all those temperatures are going to chill. It's already chilled out here. Sharing stations are set to 9. It's been a minute since I've noticed them being used, though. There are Dracos here to be sheared. It definitely make the wiring look a little better. I mean, just run the wire here. And this wire. Oh, I have no idea what this one's doing. It's working on the aqua tuner, that pump. Why is the load so high on it, though? That's on this door, too. Why is the potential load 2700, though? That part I can't figure out. Oh, it's, that's fine, we're not using that. We are using the pumps down here, though. This line, could hide it. Well, I'd say I'd learned my lesson on that one. I will not bring 95 seawater into the base ever again. Unless I'm cooling that water before it enters. The pressure is already pretty rough in here. Okay, so this is kaput. I don't need this bridge anymore. Or this entire line, for that matter. Someone made a mess? Why? Wait, are you just like leaving the base? Wait, you're about to walk out? Oh, you're returning. Oh. Why the heck did you make a mess for? I might want to check on the bathrooms then. Oh my god. These are too hot, so they're not taking in the polluted water, and these outputs are full. Yeah, the temperature really fucked us. Huh. Well, that's not good. So maybe I have a temporary solution. And that's to use that water to feed these plants. Yeah, more people are gonna make a mess now. God damn it. The toilets are inoperable. Something about a building broken. That's fine. And we already know about that one. So there's just going to be the occasional mess to clean up. I really need you guys on these pipes. Thank you. Now that can move and they can use the bathroom again. Actually, no. Because the bridges don't take the water from that side. Damn it. It's fine, we'll just flip this bridge. Good. It's a good thing these plants are really thirsty. We piss a lot. Alright, skill check. No new skills for our new guys yet, so I'm still waiting. You out here laying eggs yet? Not really. Are you guys eating from this? I assume you are. 'Cause it's not saying it's not working. Oh, that is a new egg. Because this one hatched recently. I think we're good. Slicksters are starving. Surprisingly, this fluid has not been mixing. I do need to get these guys moved out of the bottom here. I don't have this set to take eggs. I'm wondering if I should. These slicksters died off. Why is that? It wasn't the temps. I guess enough of them just, these guys are going to drown in here, by the way. Because you guys are being slow about moving them. We'll try to save him in time. That's one. Ah, you're lucky. You made it. You defied the odds. Alright, let's set some glass. Aluminum. We set another 10 would be a ton. But definitely do 99. And we're still doing the lime thing. How are we doing on salt? Oh, we have so much salt. We could do table salt. And then ceramic. I think I can do that 99 as well. Cool. Actually, for salt, how much do you need? I have 5 tons. So 10 is already a ton. Maybe I set it at 3 or 30. Temps. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it is getting better though. Yeah, it's slowly getting better. As long as it doesn't get worse. There is new plastic here, so I assume they've been using these. Take the algae. We are bringing in some warm natural gas here, which is not smart. So we are adding more temps from that. So I think here we're going to insulate all of this. Because I don't want to be spreading warm temps through this floor and up this ladder. When's this going to be active again? It says idle in half a cycle. Once this is idle, we're going to get in here and fix this again. And while I'm here, I'm also going to add the automation that I need in here. Which is... always forget it's in plumbing. If the temps end up looking bad in here, I'll add cooling to it. It's not going to be a big deal. We don't have long. Quickly. We got less than a quarter of a cycle. Why are they so slow about, like... Thank you. Why so slow about it? I guess I don't have the steel in base, so that's probably why. Alright, get food to the slicksters again. How's O2? O2's great. We finally got that fixed. Now the hydrogen at the top of the base again. Classic. Classic spawn problems. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm pretty happy with having gotten this set up today. I'm good on taking on more projects. I will do one more thing before I go, and that's fix this. So this is gonna suck for a minute, but I'm gonna need you guys to get in here, and I'm gonna need all the temp that comes from the steam to not break these tanks. It's a lot of tanks, a lot of natural gas. Hopefully the next task is the wire. Okay, please, somebody get the wire before someone starts putting walls up. Let's go. Great, great timing on that. Now we gotta start putting water back to the system because we lost a lot of it here. And the gas pump is overheating. Big shocker. It's made out of steel, though. That's what's confusing me. I'm wondering if that's all the damage it'll take, and it'll be okay now. Is there a pipe to this? There is. Okay. I somehow leached oxygen into here. I mean, that makes sense. We did open this up. That's unfortunate that I did that, though. I'm gonna have to do this annoying thing where I put a mesh tile and I wait for that O2 to leach out. So we need this blue tile to get out. It's still there. Still there. Still waiting on it. It's stubbornly hanging out in the corner. Oh my god, we did it. And we held the temperature back from blowing up my natural gas. Alright, just steam. Clean it up. only got micrograms of steam in here. We need a lot of water. I'll turn this one off. I never did figure out exactly how many kilograms of steam you want in here before it's too much. And then the gas tanks blow up. Yeah, imagine. Get all this fixed up, and then and then the next time a dude walks over here to polish one of the tanks, it immediately blows up the system. Let's make sure we have 400 kilograms in each tile, and we should be fine. And the gas pump's overheating again. I don't... Maybe I shouldn't have put it next to the vent. Goodbye. Damn it. It worked for so long until I disconnected it working in here one day, and then it just doesn't stay on for long anymore. But it used to be fine. Why is there... Bro, there's molten lead in here? Oh my god, it's cooking the wire. That's crazy. Wait, what if that's what's been overheating it? The wire? Doesn't that need like 1,000 to melt it though? Oh, I'm sorry. The melting point is 327. Never mind. I can make lead out of... sorry, I can make wire out of steel. I mean, that one doesn't need to be. Maybe I just cancel that. I'll come back to this later. This is done. Yeah, I think I'll just come back to this later. I have my automation set here, so I'm going to set it to... I want it to be 34, because that'll bring the temps down to... Actually, I want to lower than that. Freaking 4. Not 344, just 4. Copy that for the other one too. Alright, base temp. Okay, when I come back, I'll fix that. I'm setting up a time lapse. Because I want to see if the cooling ends up working. So I'm gonna let the stream run for maybe like another 30 minutes or so. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Probably get to doing the space stuff tomorrow, now that I think about it. After a little bit more maintenance. I'll see you then. Goodbye.
you